when a young man named John is seen lost his way in the forest and is so afraid of how dangerous this could be to him until he got attacked by a growling creature. Mina, an American immigrant working in a pet shop in Galway, Ireland, is haunted by the death of her mother, which she accidentally caused 15 years ago. Estranged from her twin sister Lucy, Mina is assigned by her boss to deliver a valuable golden corner parrot to a zoo near Belfast. On the way, her car breaks down, leaving her stranded in a forest. Lost and alone, she names the parrot Darwin. Before I proceed, please kindly subscribe to this channel, click the like button and smash the notification bell to enjoy more interesting movies explained. Back to the movie. Mina stepped into the forest hoping to find help. She encounters an elderly woman named Madeline. Madeline begins to run to a bunker-like building known as the Coop, and she allowed Mina to also gain entry into it. That is where she meets two other inhabitants, Sarah and Daniel. Surprised about people's presence in such a forest, Mina inquires to know the reason for this, and Madeline explains that mysterious entities called the Watchers observe them through the coop's mirrored window each night. Madeline also informs her that they are trapped and cannot find their way out of the forest. She also informs Mina to stand along with them and face a mirror because Mina needs to be introduced to the Watchers who check on them every night through the mirror. Mina did, and there follows a loud applause from behind the mirror, signifying that the Watcher truly welcomed her. Next morning, when the Watchers have returned to their coven, the group opened the door to the bunker and Mina picks up Darwin the parrot to find her way out of the forest. After a while, Madeline finds her and convinces Mina of how impossible it has always been for all of them to try to get out of the forest. She convinces Mina to return to the bunker with her. Later that night, each of them needs to put up a show for the Watcher to see through the mirror and get entertained, but Mina is not comfortable with this. The next day, Sarah takes Mina to one of the burrows believed to be the habitat where the Watchers hide from the sunlight during the day. Sarah informs Mina that she arrived at the forest together with her husband 5 months ago and John has been away for 6 days. Sarah hopes he return. Madeline outlines the rules guiding them in the coop to Mina, and they include 1. Do not turn your back to the mirror. 2. Do not open the door after at night. And 3. Do not go near the burrows. This simply means the Watchers kill anyone outside the coop and no one must enter the burrows, underground tunnels where the Watchers retreat during the day due to their aversion to sunlight. The group has been trapped in the forest for months without encountering a Watcher. Sarah's husband John left the coop days earlier but has not returned. The next day, Mina joins Daniel to go out for hunting, and Mina convinces Daniel to disobey the rules set by Madeline. So, Daniel assists Mina in exploring a burrow where she finds various items, including a camcorder and a bicycle, and narrowly escapes a Watcher. Upon their return to the coop, Madeline, seeing all the items Mina and Daniel brought back from their supposed hunting, begin to be suspicious about Mina's body language, so she inquires from Mina if she saw any scaring thing that day, but Mina lied to Madeline that she never saw any scaring creature. That night, John reappears at the coop. Sarah, his wife, almost convinced he's truly her husband and wanted to let him in into the coop, but Madeline refuses to let him in. Then Sarah did ask John an identity question, but when John fails to prove his identity to Sarah, he is seemingly dragged away. The Watchers crack the mirror, prompting Madeline to return the items to the burrow to appease them. As winter sets in, tensions rise within the group. One day, after a misunderstanding, Daniel ties Madeline down outside the coop and runs back to the coop alongside Sarah. Mina unties Madeline, and by the time both returns, Daniel locks Mina and Madeline out of the coop, forcing them to seek refuge in the forest in the night as the Watchers approach. They witness the Watchers. Behold, they are humanoid creatures that mimic the coop's occupants whenever they come in the night to check on them. The Watchers, reacting angrily to the absence too among the coop occupants, and begin searching in the wood for Mina and Madeline. The pair manage to return to the coop after Mina pleaded with Daniel not to allow her die. Madeline mad at Daniel as she explains that the Watchers are shape-shifting fairies trying to learn how to better imitate humans. By the time the Watchers return to the coop and notice the presence of the remaining 2 humans, they launch an attack to break down the coop's door. Fortunately, the group discovers an underground space beneath the floor and escape through a hidden door leading to an underground study before the Watcher could gain entry to the coop. There, Mina discovers video diaries from Professor Rory Kilmartin, the coop's creator. He had come to the forest to study the creatures, even capturing and bonding with one. In his final entry, the professor describes how to escape the forest and urges that his research be destroyed. The video ends with him returning to the coop to kill the captured Watcher and himself. The next day, the group follows the professor's directions, using Darwin to guide them to the river at the forest edge. On the way, Madeline shows them a stone marker, explaining that humans once waged war against the fairies, who were stripped of their wings, driven underground, and imprisoned cabin in the forest. Upon reaching the professor's boat, a watcher disguised as John deceived Daniel into believing he's actually John. This makes Daniel return to meet him despite the yelling from Sierra not to believe the watcher. Consequently, the watcher kills Daniel. The others take the boat and finally return to civilization. A bus stops for them on the road, with the driver offering to take them to the next city. Mina visits the professor's university to destroy his notes. There, she learns that humans and fairies once coexisted peacefully, with some interbreeding to produce hybrid offspring capable of withstanding daylight. She visits Sierra, revealing through photographs that Madeline had been the professor's late wife and that the real Madeline died of lung cancer in 2001. The Madeline they knew is actually the watcher that the professor captured. Sierra is revealed to be a disguised Madeline when the real Sierra arrives. Madeline changes form, knocks out Sierra, and attacks Mina, recounting her status as an outcast among the watchers for her ability to walk during the day. She intends to kill and replace Mina. However, Mina reveals Madeline's identity as a half-human hybrid, convincing her to let go of her hatred toward humans and suggesting that there may be others like her. Madeline sprouts wings and flies away. In the end, Mina reconciles with her sister Lucy, who is now a mother of 2. She also keeps Darwin as her pet. Meanwhile, Madeline, in the form of a human child, quietly watches over Mina. Please kindly subscribe to this channel, click the like button and smash the notification bell to enjoy more interesting movies explained. Thanks.